It's been 1 year since we bought our BMW i3. So will we buy it again? Let's go take a look at the outside of the car. So looking from the side view, it looks like really any other kind of average sized car. It's only when you go into the front that you really see how small of a car it is. But even though it's physically small, the inside is really roomy for the size of car it is. So if here we look to, you can see how small the tires actually are. This is the front tires though. These do wear relatively quickly. What I'm reading on the internet is 20 to 30,000 miles per tire. Really closer to the 20,000 mile range. Here you can see in the front the two-tone hood, which is kind of nice. I like the styling. And now you can kind of see it from the front how much smaller the car looks. And again, there's those other set of tires. These are 2-year-old tires with about 20,000 miles, a little less than 20,000 miles on them. As we swing on around to the other side, the driver's side, and again from this angle, you know, the styling of this car has really grown on me. When I first saw one of these cars in 2014, I was like, well, that looks like an electric car. So when it comes to the inside, owning this car over the last year, kind of thoughts on that. Again, very roomy, more space you have on the inside. Whenever we have our son back here, it is close enough now that he can put his feet on the back of this and push it forward. But that's just something with us talking to him and teaching him not to do that. But he has plenty of space back there. As he gets bigger and the car seat is removed, he'll still have plenty of space. Again, one nice thing that you'll hear about when you talk to BMW i3 owners is how the center is flat. So it just feels roomy, especially here in the front. It's like you have more room. We don't really use it for anything, but it's still kind of nice. So as we come to the back here, we'll swing on around. And again, the most important thing to think about here when it comes to owning this for a year, if you have kids, I think 2 kids with car seats would be about the max, obviously, based on the way it's laid out on the inside. For us, it's worked out great, and we're not in any rush to upgrade to a bigger vehicle. So here on the driver's side, the seats are nice. They do show, like we go to the pool, sometimes we'll get in wet. As you can see here, they're kind of getting kind of dingy. Because it'll be a little damp when we get in after the pool. Everything else interior wise is pretty nice. You see now I guess our grand total mileage is 26,766. So we put a good amount of mileage on the car in the last year to get a good opinion on what we think about it. One other kind of negative, something to think about, is the way these doors open up. It is hard to get someone into the back, so this will be shut, especially if you have a car beside you. It makes it a little awkward to get out. You have to basically shuffle over here to this side, shut the door, then shuffle back over to this side, and then shut the door to be able to get out. But they look really cool. You know, we're still a fan. And kind of swinging around here to the back, the last part of the car here is, let's get that, there we go, so we can see the interior. And again, this comes out, so it pulls right out to give you more space. We can fit a bike back here, his little bike. Plenty of space when you go shopping. I think everything fits nice, compact. You got these things to kind of hold stuff. You got these, which we use to hold things. So overall, we think it's like the perfect size car for us. It makes an awesome city cruiser. Okay, so I'm in the inside of the car now. Let's take a look at the infotainment center and some of the screens. So the first screen to look at here is the one right in front of the driver. You can see we actually have a 73-mile range on electricity and a 39-mile range left on gasoline. It's called coding this car, which is buying this little dongle off of Amazon, a piece of software off the Apple App Store, and it allows you to make certain changes to the car. The 2 big ones that you want for US versions of this car are, you want to be able to increase the gas tank. It's artificially limited to 1.9 gallons in the US, so you can change that to 2.4 to give you some more range on gasoline. And then the other one is this car in the United States is designed so that you have to run all of your electricity out before it'll turn on the backup gas generator. The range extender is what it's called. So there's reasons why, legal reasons, tax benefit reasons why in certain states. So they have that set up. In the European version of this car, you can turn that gasoline motor on anytime you want, which will make this work a lot more like my Chevy Volt. So I did buy the dongle and the software for that so that we can do that. So it gives it much more capability as a car and for doing trips. So I'll kind of show you what you need and where that's at to do that. So you would go into settings here, and then right here it is, that range extender that's checked. Normally you don't have that in the US version of this car. So once you code it, and I'm going to do a coding video here next week to show you how to do this. You go down to range extender, and there it is. You can only turn on the gas motor when you get down to 75%, as you can see there. So you just bring this up, start driving. When it gets to 75% state of charge up there, flip on your electric or your gas motor and continue on your journey, which makes it possible for you to drive, farther distances and find gas stations a lot easier using, running out all your gasoline. It'll swap back to electric, finding a gas station, using electric, and then filling back up with gasoline. So it makes it a lot less inconvenient. So that's my thoughts and experiences of owning this BMW i3 for the last year. We still definitely recommend it. If you can find one used for around $20,000, or you can get a new one with a good lease for around $300 a month, this makes an awesome car and it makes an awesome city cruiser. And depending on the infrastructure when it comes to charging the car, it makes a pretty decent commuting car and driving car for short road trips. So that's been my thoughts. Hopefully you've enjoyed the video. If you did, go ahead and hit like down below. If you want to see more videos like this on the i3, Chevy Volt, other EVs, and other kind of cool stuff, please hit subscribe, and I'll catch you guys in the next video.